is how to outline the essay. So this is exactly how we've done it in the past. You guys will edit your outline on Otis, or a copy has been made for you that is available on your Google Drive. But here's an extra link. It is also on our Otis page right here in case you need it, but there are many places that you can find this template. You'll just need to make a copy. You only need to edit the facts and the topics on this for this outline, and you must use both sources. So you should have two sources for your topic, and you have to use them both in this essay. Again, no Wikipedia. Once you have finished, you'll show it to the teacher. Once you also turn it in on Otis, I will review them and just leave comments if necessary. Hopefully by Monday. It just depends on when you guys get those in for me. And there's also an example outline here, which I'm going to go over with you now. So this is your template. You'll make a copy of it. You'll obviously change your name, and you'll change your last name up here so that it's all the same. The date's already set up for you per usual. As a note, as a friendly reminder, when it comes to in-text citations, you have to create your MLA citation first in order to do your in-text citation. And an in-text should either be the last name and the page number, or the title of the article and a page number, just like that. And you'll see an example of it here on my example outline in a minute. So for the body paragraphs, because again, you're not filling in the introduction paragraph or the conclusion, you'll fill in your topic sentence and then your 3 facts. I do not need your explanation sentences or your transition sentences yet. I just want your facts. So you'll do that for your first 2 body paragraphs. The only thing different for your third is that you're going to be addressing the counterclaim. So for every argument, so let's say my argument again, and I'll refer to my example here in a second, has to do with that I am for eating breakfast in the morning. And then in this, I have to address the counterclaim as to why people are against eating breakfast in the morning. So then I'll say, many people are against eating breakfast in the morning because they are simply not hungry. And then that would be me addressing it. However, I'm going to then provide 3 facts as to why, like, yes, they might not be hungry, but it's still important to eat breakfast in the morning. And here are 3 reasons why. And I'll show you an example of that here in a second. The only other thing is to make sure that you have your works cited, which would be on the last page of the document per usual. So here's an example. So I, again, have it labeled that this is Mrs. Downing's example up at the top, and the proper MLA heading and stuff like that. It's ironic because it was made by me. But in my first body paragraph, I have my topic sentence of better academic outcomes for, my overall topic is about why parent involvement in a child's education is important, or why it's better for the student. So my first body paragraph is about how parents being involved produces better academic outcomes for students. And then I have my 3 facts. So you're going to see that even just in this paragraph, I have 2 different sources. The first one is by Libby Stanford. This is the author's last name. So Stanford is her last name, and then I have the page number that fact comes from, and then the period after the fact. The reason this is in quotation marks is because this is a direct quote, meaning I copied it from the website and pasted it on here. So this is not my wording, meaning it should be in quotation marks. This one should be too. So here is my second quote. This actually comes from an article with no author, but it's how family engagement benefits students or something like that. I only use the first part of it because long titles you can shorten, but since it's a title, I have it in quotation marks for my in-text citations. And again, this is a direct quote, so I have it in quotation marks. All of these facts talk about why or how students have a better academic outcome when parents are involved. My next body paragraph is about parent involvement benefits students socially and emotionally. What you are going to see in this paragraph is how I didn't just do direct quotes, but I also paraphrased the quotes, meaning I took information and I reworded it to be in my own words. However, this is not information that is my own. It is still information from a website, so I have an in-text citation after it like this. So again, I have 2 from the author Libby Stanford, And then I have one quote from my secondary source, which does not have an author, but it has a title. So you can see both of those examples here. In my third paragraph, this is where I address the counterclaim. So in the counterclaim, some groups believe that parent involvement, may lead the parents to make all decisions and leave students out of it. So my job is to present information as to why that's still not true. So ensuring all conversations at home are positive around school and will help students' overall experience with education. Sorry, this needs to have a and then again, I have my in-text citation after it. Same thing here. It just continues down from there. And then the last piece is my works cited that I have available for you guys as well. So this is the author. I have Libby Stanford right here. And since it is an author, it goes first in the citations. And then I have the citation without an author after it, which just has the full title and all that information. What you are going to note is there are no URLs. Again, please make sure that you do not include that. I made these citations on Citation Machine, all of which can be found here. So again, the outline and the example outline are available for you there, which again, you can click down here at the bottom there. I also have this on the slideshow just to point out how your in-text citation should look. If you have a question about that, please email me. But when you turn in your outlines, I will be looking at that. The only other thing I want to note is please make sure that you turn this in on Otis. If I do not have access to it or you don't turn it in, I will not leave comments, which could lead to error when you eventually turn in the essay. And the outline is a part of your final grade. So if you don't turn in an outline or it's not approved, your final grade will be impacted. So just make sure that you're doing that.